Well, do you know the four Arsenal players that are giving Pep Guardiola and the Man City players a sleepless night? Do you know them? Today, I'm going to bring you all those players, and it's coming in from the player of Man City. He has gone ahead to reveal the four players that give them and Pep Guardiola a sleepless night. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys, and where are you watching us from? Smash the like button, comment, and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, lower right bottom corner is the place to be. Smash the black button that has the word subscribe. After smashing it, hit the notification bell. That will enable you get notified every time I upload a video onto this channel. Now, it's not only the story that we are bringing you about Arsenal in this Arsenal news show. We are bringing you Jack Wilshere confirming Mikel Arteta's interest in Declan Rice, and this all goes back to the January transfer window when David Austin, the correspondent of the Athletic, confirmed to us that Arsenal have made Declan Rice the priority signing of the summer. And lastly, we're going to discuss a little bit of Granit Xhaka and his latest achievement at the national team of Switzerland, and all the Arsenal players that took part into the international break today, representing their respective national teams. So, let's go eyes. Now, Jack Grealish is really a very good player that plays for Man City, and I think this is going to be his best season ever since signed for City, because last season was abysmal for him. This time around, he's really playing on well, putting in assists and really scoring in goals for fun. That is Jack Grealish for you. Now, Jack Grealish was talking to Man City TV, and this is what he said about Arsenal. He was talking about the Arsenal season. He said, I think they've got a brilliant team: Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Jesus, Martinelli, Odegaard. They've got so many good attacking players, and then they are also so strong in defense as well. So it's no real surprise that Arsenal are really topping the table. That's why he said that it's no real surprise, because Arsenal are doing very well, and they are 8 points ahead of City, and City are supposed to play Liverpool on Saturday before Arsenal takes on Leeds later in the afternoon. So the four players he was going to hint about that give them sleepless nights, because however much has hinted about that Arsenal have got a good defense, but those are not really giving them sleepless nights. But the players are four: Saka, Jesus, Martinelli, and Martin Odegaard. And he's right, because when you look at all those four players, their stats are really so much describing or descriptive of what he has gone ahead to say. Let me start off Bukayo Saka: 12 goals in the Premier League with 10 assists. The only player in the Premier League that's gone ahead to really register a double figure in assists and goals. That is Bukayo Saka. We go to Gabriel Jesus. When he left, he had 6 assists and 5 goals. Those are 11 goal involvements. That is Jesus. Go to Martinelli. Martinelli, I want to be exact on Martinelli. Martinelli has like 13 or 14 goals this season in the Prem. When you look at Martinelli, has 13 goals in the Premier League with 2 assists. Those are 15 goal involvements. And let's go to Martin Odegaard. 10 goals in the Premier League with 6 assists. When you look at all of the four he's talking about, the season can end when both are really having a total of 20 goal involvements each. That means in those 4 players, there would have been an output of 80 goals. Do you know what it means, 80 goals in 4 players? That is really a lot, and it's really ridiculous. And that's why it can't really fail not to deny sleep to these City players and obviously Pep Guardiola. I think they got a little bit happy when Jesus got an injury at the World Cup, but the team really stood together, and the way Mikel Arteta pulled out a signing of Trossard that came in and really gave them a new dimension altogether, it was really out of this world. It was like God talking to Mikel Arteta that, please let Mokalo Modric go to you, Chelsea. Go and get in Leandro Trossard. Leandro Trossard himself has gone ahead to really put in 6 goal involvements, 1 goal and 6 assists at Arsenal. So to me, I think Jack Grealish is getting it right. Those 4 players are really deadly. They're really deadly, especially when it comes to really contributing goals, because the most important bit in the game is scoring goals, because if you don't score goals, even if you keep a clean sheet, you're not going to win any game. You only win a game because you're scoring goals. So the clean sheet is going to matter when you score goals. If you don't score goals, the clean sheets won't matter. So those 4 players are really rampant this season. They are really rioting, and they've been so much important in that attacking prowess of Arsenal, and that's why Grealish has gone ahead to hint on those 4. So that means those 4 players, Odegaard, Bukayo Saka, Martinelli, and Jesus, are the 4 players that are really giving Man City sleepless nights. And for Jesus, they know him very well and what he can do. They know him very well. And I think if there is a player, if there's a player Pep never wanted to lose, it is Jesus, but he had nothing to do because Jesus wanted to go, and if at all he kept him, he would have gone on a free that is next season of 2023-2024, as he was left with 1 year on his contract. Let's leave that at that. I think you've gotten to know those 4 players that City, all that give nightmares to City and their manager Pep Guardiola. Now, in the January transfer window, David Austin confirmed to us that Arsenal have made Declan Rice their priority transfer signing in the summer. Now, we understand why, but this time around, we've gotten a source coming in from Arsenal. Remember, he is the coach of the reserve team. Is it under 18? That is Jack Wilshere. He's a coach at Arsenal and he's coaching one of the underage teams at Arsenal. He has gone ahead and really spoken about Declan Rice. And when you look at what he has said, and you really relate it to what we are told, like I think 1.5 months back, that there is a person at Arsenal that Declan Rice is contacting to let him know about how everything is going on at Arsenal, what's the atmosphere like, if at all he joins, what will be happening. So we were all asking ourselves, who was that person? Most of us thought that was Bukayo Saka, but looks like however much they're so close to the national team of England, then Declan Rice wouldn't go in for so much to that. But there is a player that he played with at West Ham, now a manager at Arsenal for the underage team, that is Jack Wilshere. And he has gone ahead to reveal to us how much he feels this guy can join Arsenal and how he's going to be improved by Mikel Arteta. Now, I'm going to read all the three statements he put out on Declan Rice. Then I'm going to come out and really give you my verdict about what he said. So, Jack Wilshere, talking to the PA news agency, said on Declan Rice that Declan Rice is a midfielder who can do anything. Anyone who supports any club would want Declan Rice to join. If I'm talking from a selfish point of view, in North London, I think he would be very good player under Mikel Arteta. Have you heard? So that he would be a very good player under Mikel Arteta. Now, he continued and said Mikel would develop him, bring him on even more, and he would be massive for the team as well. I have had conversations with Declan Rice. Have you heard? And told him that what he's doing is unbelievable. He's in capital. He is captain of a big Premier League club and is always learning. So those first 2 statements that Jack Wilshere put out just sends you down to your memory lane that the team of Arsenal, the managerial team of Arsenal, just went out and sat there and really decided that it's going to be Declan Rice. You get? So, to me, when I really read that, it tells me that Jack Wilshere is acting as a mouthpiece for Mikel Arteta. He's giving us the reason as to why Mikel Arteta is interested in signing Declan Rice at Arsenal. That's it. So, what other confirmation do you guys need? What other confirmation do you need? What other confirmation do you need that Arteta is obsessed with signing Declan Rice and believes that him playing in that CDM position of Arsenal, he will be really doing great things and stuff for the club? So, when you look at all what Jack Wilshere is saying, he's just a mouthpiece of Mikel Arteta, and it looks like he's confirming to us what David Austin told us in January, that Arsenal have really embarked onto making him a priority signing of the summer. Though changes might come up, but looks like Declan Rice is one of those players that Arsenal are interested in getting at West Ham. And the player is ready to move. He's not willing to renew his contract. And West Ham are calling in for a lot of money, close to £100 million plus. Will Arsenal go ahead and really break the bank to sign him in? I cannot tell. I cannot allege. All I can tell you is that Jack Grealish has just thrown it outside there into the public eye that they admire Declan Rice. They would love to come to see him play for a team known as Arsenal. And lastly, this is what Wilshere said about Declan Rice. He said, "You have to be respectful to West Ham. That is his club, but his future is in his hands, and it's very exciting for him because he's got everything with him now, and he's picking up more and more. He's growing into this man who can play anywhere." All right. So to me, I think he has done the agent job, and I think he's doing it very well, and telling Declan Rice that, please, this is Agent Wilshere, can you please come to Arsenal? And he has not only done it privately by talking to him on a regular, but he has come out in the public eye and really said, we want Declan Rice. When you read that, it's engulfed with hallmarks of Arsenal wanting to sign Declan Rice. And I'm not going to be shocked if at all Arsenal sign Declan Rice, because he's a very good player. But to me, I've always told you that I would rather sign a Caicedo first ahead of Declan Rice. And there is a story Steve K put out that I'm going to work on, I think, tomorrow, about Declan Rice and Moise Caicedo, because Moise Caicedo to me is a better natural talent than Declan Rice. To me, I believe Declan Rice is a little bit of a mechanic, you get, and he's not a natural according to me. But when I look at Caicedo, he's a natural. And Declan Rice plays only one position, especially in the central defense, because before he was turned into a central defense midfielder at West Ham, he first played as a central defender. But Caicedo has lots of positions to play for you, and he adds a lot onto the team in the attacking prowess. Not so? So that adds you a lot of attacking threats from the midfield area. That is Moise Caicedo. But let's leave that story of Declan Rice there, and let's go to the Arsenal players that are going to hate to play into the international break. Now, most of the Arsenal players have called it quits, and they've gotten done with the final games of the international break. Some have been playing friendlies, and others have been playing for the national teams, qualifications, and others. Like in Africa, there is African Cup of Nations, Euro qualifiers, and so much more, and so much more. So today, we are having Granit Xhaka, after playing for Switzerland today, and he has played his last game. He has really gone ahead and put onto Instagram that, what a honor to become Switzerland's second most capped player, but I'm not finished yet. We have lots more to achieve together. That is Granit Xhaka. He's the captain of the Swiss national team, and he's playing for Arsenal. He's fully fit. He has not gotten an injury, and Arsenal are really lucky enough that the only one player that has really gotten a knock that Arsenal should worry about in the game of Leeds is Thomas Partey. His assessment has taken place today at London Conley, and we are waiting for the results tomorrow. And I think if not tomorrow, that is Thursday, then Friday, in the press conference that Mikel Arteta is going to conduct at London Conley ahead of that Leeds game they're going to be playing on Saturday. But on Thursday, we'll be coming in with the predicted starting 11 and match preview for Arsenal. But most of the players of Arsenal are really back. Today, Odegaard played for Norway against Georgia, had a very beautiful game, played 90 minutes. Again, he was not injured, so meaning he's returning fully fit. I've seen Trossard coming in through, playing in the friendly of Belgium versus Germany, and he created the assist that saw Kevin De Bruyne score a winner, because that game was 2-2 and tied at that level. Then he came out and made the difference to give an assist to Kevin De Bruyne, and obviously he put that ball into the back of the net. The other player is Kian Tierney. He played some minutes for Scotland against Spain. Scotland beat Spain by 2-0, and he was really taken off the pitch. I think it was because of just resting him because he had played some good number of minutes. Then who else? Emily Smith-Rowe has played for the under-21s. He is really great and he has not gotten an injury, meaning that he is the best beneficiary into this international break because he needed those minutes. And I think at Arsenal, there was no way he was going to get minutes that are really competitive like he has gotten in these two qualifiers of the under-21 Euro Championship that he has really gone ahead to play. The first game he played 65 minutes and even was gone ahead to play a couple of minutes. So it shows you that he is in the right shape, and you never know. On his return to Arsenal, he might be pushing to start for the club of Arsenal. Not so. Which other Arsenal players played today? Which other Arsenal player? I think that's all. So they are returning to London Conley, and I think on Wednesday today they are going to be training hard for Leeds. So guys, your thoughts on to for Arsenal players giving Pep Guardiola sleepless nights are welcome in the comment section below. Then, what do you think about Wilshere coming out and really breaking the story that Declan Rice is one of those players that he wants him to be playing at Arsenal? Do you think he's acting as a mouthpiece of Mikel Arteta? Yes or no? And lastly, about Granit Xhaka just becoming the second most capped player of Switzerland. Guys, good morning. Those that are going to bed, good night. And I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Muslim friends, enjoy your Ramadan month. Ramadan Kareem. Bye-bye.